Hi, my purpose today is to inform my audience of the positions on a soccer field and the things that they do. On the soccer field, there are 11 people present per team, and like other sports such as baseball, each person has their individual function. Today I'm going to explore each of these 11 positions and tell you about them and what they do. I plan to work from the middle of the field to the goal. Here I have a diagram of the field. I plan to work from the center line all the way back to the goal where the G is for the goalie. The green lines outline the field and the orange lines outline the players. I'm going to work in a 3-4-3 formation because I believe that'll be easiest to explain the positions to you. That means 3 offense, 3 defense, and 4 midfielders, as well as the goalie. For starters, I'm going to start with the first position of the offensive players who are closest to the center line in this diagram. The offensive players are the first attackers of the ball, and if you've ever watched women's U.S. soccer, Abby Wambach is a perfect example of this because she was one of their best players up there. They have a few different names. They can be called things such as offense, strikers, forwards, and others. As Dexter's education website says, offense players have to have good speed and good dribbling abilities as well as the ability to score goals. In a 3-4-3 formation, you have 2 wing forwards and a center forward. The 2 wing forwards and the 2 outside the center, obviously in the center of the field. The 2 wing forwards play along the sidelines of the fields and have to have the ability to pass to the center player to be able to score goals, but this does not necessarily mean that the wing forwards cannot score goals because they can as well. They have to have good dribbling abilities, and they have to have speed to be able to get around the opponents of the other team. The center and middle forward has the most important job of the front line. And again, Duxter's website says that they need to be able to move well with and without the ball so that they are always open for a pass or can read where their other players are going to put the ball to so that they have the ability to get the ball and score the goals. They have to have the ability to one-shot touches, which means taking a shot off of a pass straight as they get the pass to be able to score a goal. The second position is the midfield position, and these players are extremely important and extremely critical to the game. They control the whole middle of the field and possess the abilities of both offensive and defensive players. So these players are the 4 I have drawn in orange on the middle of the field. And according to iSport.com and what I've also always believed, the team that can control the midfield will win the game. Midfield players are critical to success, and because of this, many teams put their most probable players in the middle. They have to be aggressive, think smart, be feisty, and know how to master defending and attacking. They also have to have excellent endurance and be able to run the entire length of the field multiple times if needed. In a 3-4-3 position, the 4 midfielders will consist of a left and a right outside and 2 middle. The outside midfielders support the offensive outsides, and the support the outside defense, and then the 2 middle midfielders support the middle forward and the middle defense. The center of midfield has the most responsibility in the midfield position as they control the entire center of the field, and according to the complete soccer guide, they must have good passing ability, good ball control, good dribbling, good shooting ability, and good shielding ability. Lastly is the defenders and the goalie. The defenders protect the goal, and the goalie is also protects the goal, but he is the ultimate goal defender. Defenders have to be very aggressive and be able to hold their ground to keep their eye on the ball and keep the ball from reaching the goal. And in a 3-4-3 position here, the 3 defenders are on the very back line before you see the G. The outside defenders will pay attention to those on the other team running up the sides of the field, such as their outside midfielders and their outside forwards, while the middle defender will be able to communicate to them everything that is going on around the field and who they need to mark up, as well as keeping mark on their middle offenders. And the outside defender will also be able to tell the midfield who they need to be marking up on in things such as corner kicks. According to Soccer Training Info, good defense is about keeping the ball in front of you and forcing the opposing team's players to lose the ability to make a sufficient pass to reach the goal. The goalie, of course, shouldn't have to touch the ball. With the combined 10 players in front of them, the 3 forwards, the 4 midfielders, the three defenders, the goalie should not have to touch the ball. But if said the goalie does, the goalie is the only person on the field allowed to touch the ball with the hands and protect the ball that way. And they cannot roam the whole field. The goalie is limited only to this box here. The box that these defenders are standing on, the goalie is only limited to there. If they go any farther, it results in a penalty. They also are the biggest communicators on the field, and according to Epic Sports, they are this because they can see everything from behind the field, and they have the ability to tell everybody, even up to the front line, where they need to be or what they are missing in order to possess the game properly.